What's up, you guys? Let's talk about simplifying your offers as a photographer. Happy Tuesday, friends. Whether you are going to catch this live or you're going to watch this on the replay, happy Tuesday. What's going on? What's going on? Hello. As you guys join, say hi. You guys know I love when people speak back. Say hello. I would love that so much. Let me know where you guys are joining in from. Hey. Some people are entering the room, so I love that. Happy Tuesday. As you guys join, let me know where you guys are joining in from. Hi, Elizabeth, Ashley Co. What's up? NC's in the building. What part of North Carolina? Tell me more. I love that. Hello. Hi, you guys. Happy Tuesday. So I don't have a lot of time, and I know me, I will get the talking here on this live and we will have a good time. But today is Tuesdays, and if you are been around here for a little bit, you know that Tuesdays I do Elevate coaching, okay? So I have to run to coaching in just under 30 minutes. So I'm excited to talk with you guys about the second piece of my Elevate framework, which is offers. Hello from New Orleans. Love that. Kansas City. Okay, Durham. Okay, your studio's in Durham. Love that so much. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining. And quickly, the enrollment for Elevate is currently still open. It closes in just 2 days. We are 2 days away from closing. Elevate is my signature group coaching program for pro photographers. It is the place to be if you're trying to double or triple your revenue in 2025. If you're trying to become a more confident CEO, a more skilled, prepared, strategic, intentional business owner, Elevate is the place to be. It is for pro photographers. No matter if you shoot portraits or weddings, if you do IPS or you do packages, maybe all the things, if you do branding, boudoir, if you have a studio, all the things photography, we work on that. So we work on your individualized business plan inside of Elevate. And right now their enrollment is open for the 2025 year. Tomorrow I'm actually hosting the bonus training. So I wanted to do these live series as one last big kind of push, one last big value plan for this enrollment. So tomorrow we're doing a customized marketing plan training tomorrow night with the Elevate group, the old and the new group, and we're going to be building out our plan for 2025. And I worked on this myself for my business today, and so I flushed out kind of my document that I'm going to be teaching and training from, and we'll be strategizing and workshopping all of that. So I'm excited. So if you're interested in Elevate, let me put this, comment Elevate if you're interested. I'm just going to say joining my program. And then let's talk about offers. Comment Elevate if you're interested in joining. Okay. So, I will screenshot anybody that's interested along this conversation, and we'll start a DM conversation. And my hope is that we get to chat one-on-one about your goals, where you're at, the challenges you're facing, and what you're trying to achieve for next year, just to see if Elevate's a really good fit for you. So just had to put that out there. So thank you guys for joining me so much. So on this live, yesterday, I talked about the first piece of my framework for the Elevate framework, in which I teach my clients how to level up, how to change the game, how to simplify their business model, how to make more money, and as a photographer. So the first piece was vision, right? Really the roadmap that you're going to take, the direction in which you're working towards. Everybody has a different vision for their business. What success might look like for me might look totally different for you. And it is so important that you take time to create a vision for what you are working towards, where you're going towards, right? We're photographers, but we are not here to service any and everybody. It is always best that we get to work with the people that we are most aligned in working with, that we feel most connected to, and that the ones that really trust our vision, our perspective, and the way that we go about creating, right? That creates a really magical, really amazing working environment for us photographers. So that was the first piece, vision planning. So we work on vision planning inside of Elevate. The second piece is offers. And Offers, aka packages. You might hear the word interchangeably, but when I say offers, I just mean what you are actually offering to your clientele, what you are actually selling and offering, right? Your offers. So when I think of offers, my biggest way of teaching and helping photographers, coaching photographers through simplifying their business is simplifying their offers. I work with a lot of photographers. I've worked with a lot of photographers over the years. And one thing that I see is that sometimes your packages are super confusing. They're just confusing. Like you have all of these different packages for all of these different genres or niches, and some of them are listed on the website, some are not. It's just confusing to the client, right? And I truly believe that the more simplified offer structure and the more simplified way that you present offers to clients, the better, because then they can make a well-informed decision on this or that. Right? Or maybe this or that, right? Maybe one or two options, maybe three options, right? But when we're thinking about making more money and attracting a certain type of clientele, and we're thinking about making a bigger impact and working with more clients, the best thing that you can do when it comes to your offers is to simplify your offer suite, right? Simplify your offer suite. So what do I mean when I say simplify your offer suite? Let me say this too. If you guys are here and you have any questions as I'm talking through this framework or as I'm teaching through my thought process on any of this, please ask them in the chat. I would love that. I am a chat girl. Listen, I want to see you guys. If something is resonating, let me know. Just all the things. So the chat is open. My DMs are open even when we get off of here. So a simplified offer suite, right? One that just really is clear, concise, and straight to the point. So one thing that I do inside of Elevate is that I help people understand how to do qualifying. I call it client qualifying, right? From the time that a lead comes into your CRM system or your inbox or your DM or wherever a lead comes in at, from that moment, you should be able to clearly identify what package would be best for them, just based on certain things that they share with you. You should be able to easily closely identify. Sometimes things change and switch after you have conversations, but if this is an ideal client, if this is a project that you actually would really, really want to work on, right? And this is an ideal clientele for you, right? So when we're thinking about offers and we're thinking about simplifying the offer suite and making really clear and concise offers and having a process in which that you can qualify clients, I think it's important. I want to add this other caveat, and this other really important piece is that as a photographer, as a pro photographer, I think it's also really, really important that you have a signature offer. You have a signature offer, this offer that you love to do, that sells really well, that you feel super filled up and aligned with as far as the clientele, and that is premiumly priced, right? You have a signature offer. So, and you might have, I might even go to say that you might have more than one signature offer. You might have maybe one or two, but typically you have one super signature offer that serves a specific audience that you love to do, that sells really, really well, and that's premiumly priced, right? So this signature offer is something that you're always selling and promoting. This signature offer is something that people are always inquiring with you about. It is something that you're always showcasing, you're always talking about. It is what you want to be known for, right? Like what you're building your authority and your expertise around, okay? So a lot of times my clients come to me and they don't quite have a signature offer. They have an idea of what they want their signature offer to be, what it could potentially be, but they don't have it clearly defined, and it's surely not priced properly, right? And we do a lot of work. We look at a lot of data. We look at things that are happening in their business. We evaluate how they actually feel about their service offerings and their packages and what they're showcasing and trying to promote. And we start to just play around with some things and we develop a signature offer for them. I believe that if you are a pro photographer and you are skilled and good at your job, you could easily have a signature offer that is 4 figures. I'm going to say that one more time. If you're a pro photographer and you're good and skilled at your job, meaning you know how to produce your style of work time and time again, you know how to shape light, no matter what kind of scene or environment you're placed in, you know how you can go about creating images that speak to your style that your clients absolutely would love, right? And you love to do this service. Your signature offer should easily be a 4-figure offer, meaning $1,000 and above. I believe that as a pro photographer. I truly do, right? And maybe you haven't quite gotten there, right? Like I had one of my clients, she really struggled with that belief. She was like, I just believe that's true for wedding photographers and wedding photographers only. And I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That can be true for branding photographers. It can be true for family photographers. It could be true for portrait photographers. It could be true for any genre of photography, as long as you know clearly who it is that you're called to serve, what they are looking for from you when it comes to servicing them, and you are really good at this thing. You've sold it, you've shot it, you can do it. You know, it's just one of your gifts and your talents, right? As a photographer, it aligns with what you're easily able to do and produce, right? So when we're thinking about the offers, when we're thinking about simplifying your offer suite, when we're thinking about providing really clear and concise offers to clientele and making it so that they're not trying to pick from all of these different packages and put together this puzzle that you have as far as an offer suite, it's really easy, right? Based on certain things that they shared with you on the inquiry form, or they share with you in the DM, or that they sent you, or you all have talked about, you easily have an idea of what package would be best for them. Like, this is the most ideal situation. Now, there are situations and caveats where it doesn't happen exactly like that. That's okay. That does not mean that a client is not ideal. That does not mean that this project is not something that you want to book and work with, right? So when we're thinking about offers, I think that you absolutely should have a signature offer. I think it's something that you love to do. Meaning, if this inquiry came through your inbox right now, or someone came in your DM, or they called your phone about it, and they said, hey, I want to shoot XYZ, you just got excited. You're like, oh my gosh, yes, I would love to. You have all these ideas. The visual creative in you just comes alive, and you're just like ready for it, right? Like, these are the things that I truly believe that should be in place for your signature offer. And I am a firm believer that I believe your signature offer could be a 4-figure offer. Now, for the client I was telling you guys about, she didn't believe that that was the truth or the case only for wedding photographers. She's not a wedding photographer. She's a branding photographer. And through our time working together, we actually have revamped and revitalized her signature offer. And it is a 4-figure offer. And she sold the 4-figure offer. Like, she sold it, and it almost blew her mind. She did not believe that. First of all, she didn't believe that if you weren't a wedding photographer, then you couldn't sell like a 4-figure offer, which is absolutely not true. And then she didn't believe it could be the case for her, but it absolutely was, right? So she got to serve a clientele, a high ticket clientele, all the kit and caboodles that she wanted to do. She was able to create really, really well for this clientele, and she got paid really, really well for her time and her deliverables and her creative vision and her expertise. And to me, that's what this is about. Like, that is what, when we're thinking about making more money in our business, or maybe trying to get to that coveted 6-figure mark, or maybe even beyond the 6-figure mark as a photographer, you have to have a signature offer. You have to have a signature service that sells, one that feels really good to you, that where you're selling to a specific audience that you like creating with, and you could just do this service time and time and time again. It lights you up inside. Like, we have to feel that energetic feeling as photographers. Like, that is an important feeling that we have, so that when we go out and work with clients, we're really excited about it. Our creative mind is ticking, and we're in our flow. We're in our state, our zone of genius, right? Our state of flow. Like, that's really important for the creative process, right? So again, I am talking about the second piece of the framework for Elevate, which is offers. I'm talking about the importance of having a signature offer, one that you love to do, one that you're actually really, really skilled at, and one that sells and it's premiumly priced. right? I talked about the importance of your offer suite being simple, clear, concise. I talked about how we go about defining different qualifying characteristics or qualifying tiers for a clientele just based on what they share. You should immediately have in your head, oh my gosh, I know what package, what offer would be best for them in order for me to serve them really, really well, right? I also believe in when it comes to the simplicity of offers, I also believe that you should have a base price, a base number. As a photographer, a really good idea of what this number is, that you're not willing to leave your house for any less than that, right? And there's ways, my last point on here is pricing justification. My people know inside of Elevate, we work within data. We work within metrics. We work within having a pricing justification to come up with our base price. Okay. Kim said, hi. Oh, hi, Kim. Hi. Ray knows what she's saying, folks. Talk that talk, friend. Yes, ma'am. You've completely got me together since Elevate. Girl, we've gotten you together. Absolutely. Right. We've created you a signature offer. You know your base number. Things are more simple, clear, and concise. You're very clear on the different qualifying tiers, the qualifying aspects of a clientele, whether they're ideal or not, just based on what they share with you, right? You love marketing. You're showing up. You're positioning your personal brand. What, girl? We've done all the things, right? So when it comes to this offer and thinking about a base price or a base number that you are not willing to leave the house for, it's based on justification. It's based on data. And you might be like, okay, Ray, what data? What you talking about, girl? What data? It's based on your cost of doing business, how much it costs you each and every month to run your business. It's based on your sales goals for that said month, right? And it's based on the capacity in which you desire to shoot the number of sessions per month. Okay. So fun fact about me, very, very random, but I went to Howard University for finance and accounting. I really absolutely think in numbers and in calculation. I believe that I'm like this special unicorn in this creative world. And there's actually a lot of special unicorns. So if you're a unicorn, I love that for you too. But I'm kind of like a special case because I'm a creative that loves numbers. And a lot of times that doesn't happen in the creative world. Like a lot of creatives don't want to touch numbers. They don't want to analyze anything. You know what I mean? Like we just want to create. We just want to be in perfect environments that don't really challenge us, and we just get to create and like make these beautiful creations and share it with the world where people love it, right? But there's another side of the coin where there are going to be certain situations that aren't perfect. There are going to be certain situations that are going to require you to use data and metrics in your business so that you can be a better business owner. And there are going to be situations that are going to challenge you as a business owner. Like, it's just part of the game. Like, when you serve and work for other people, challenges are going to come up. Like, that is just what it is, right? And so we have to learn how to get stronger, both physically and emotionally, in order to tackle those set challenges. So I'm going to go back to this base price, right? And having a really clear understanding of pricing justification. Again, this is based off of cost of doing business. This is based off of sales goals. And this is based off of the capacity in which you want to shoot said number of sessions per month. This is a lot of the work that we do straight out the gate in Elevate. So people can really start to wrap their mind around what is my base price, and they can start to revise and review their current pricing structure to see if it really is in matching, or is it working in tandem with your sales goals? Is it working in tandem with how much it's costing you to run your business? And a lot of times I find that photographers who are burnt out or finding that they're not feeling like they're working, they barely have time for themselves, but they're not really feeling it in their pocket. A lot of times it has to do with pricing. I mean, that's the first thing out the gate that I'm like, all right, let me see what you're charging, right? And how much you're shooting and what you're actually taking home and walking away with after all of the different bells and whistles that you might have in that package, okay? Because y'all be having bells and whistles in y'all package. I know you, right? So again, when I'm talking about offers, I believe that as a photographer, you need to have simplicity in your offer suite, okay? It needs to be clear. It needs to be concise. You don't need to be, hello, what's up, friend? You don't need to be charging. You don't need to be having all of these different packages, confusing your client, confusing them on what to pick, right? I think it's really important to have a signature offer, one that you absolutely love to do for a specific audience that you love to serve, one that you're really, 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 really good at, one that you know how to sell, you know how to promote, right? And one that is premiumly priced. Premiumly priced is the key word there. And when I say premium, I mean 4 figures. Okay, I mean 4 figures. Now, if we got to inch our way up to that 4-figure price point for said package, that's fine. But I believe if you're a pro and you're good at what you do and you know that you're good at what you do and you get results no matter what, you deserve to be paid well. That's what I do believe, right? And this is about how you position that signature offer. And you're always selling that thing. You're always promoting it. You're always marketing it. Like, that's just how it goes, right? You're always showing it. You're always speaking to it. You're building your authority and your expertise in that signature offer. And lastly, I believe that your offer suite should be based on pricing justification. I believe that there's data and there's metrics in your business right now that you can look at that can help you set certain prices for your services, right? And you just got to get up in the numbers. You got to start analyzing some things. You got to look at some things from a different perspective and start to think about your business from a real business standpoint, like a profitability standpoint, right? And so that is the work that we do inside of Elevate. This is the second part of my 3-part framework in Elevate. Yesterday, I talked about vision. I talked about defining success and having that like a clear roadmap, something that we're working towards. Today, I talked about offers, simplifying your offer, making them clear and concise, having a signature offer, and having pricing justification to match that your offer suite and your signature offer. And tomorrow, I'm going to, as we wrap up this enrollment for Elevate for the 2025 year, we're about to get started. We're kicking it off. We actually have our first training tomorrow, our bonus training. We're going to be working on our customizable marketing strategy. And I'm excited about it. So as I wrap up this enrollment for Elevate, tomorrow I'll be talking about operations. Because that is the third piece of my 3-part framework for Elevate. When we're talking about positioning yourself as an expert, when we're talking about scaling to 6 figures or growing to 6 figures, when we're talking about becoming a more confident CEO, whether you want to make 100K, 50K, 75K, 40K, whatever your goal is, it's possible for you, but you have to start to take your business more serious. You have to start to take your vision planning, your offer strategically, and your operations more serious, right? If you can make 10,000, you can make 100,000, but the difference is how you're actually running the business, your consistency in marketing and promotion, your messaging, your pricing, right? The operations, how systems and automations are going to help you give you some time back and help you serve clients really, really well. Okay. So today was all about offers, y'all. I have to jump. I got to hop because I have Elevate coaching call. But I hope this was really helpful for the photographers that are here. Listen, only 2 more days left for the enrollment of Elevate. If Elevate sounds like something that you need, something that you want to be a part of, it is community, it's one-on-one coaching, it's group coaching, it's expert trainings. I have curriculum on exactly what I'm teaching you all, what I taught tonight, offer suite and vision. I have curriculum that's built out. It's all of the things. It's also an in-person retreat. And it's just a lot of fun, right? It's a great accountability and support for you to level up. If this sounds like something you want to be a part of, just come over, DM me, start the conversation. You can DM me the word Elevate. There's a link in my bio. You can quickly fill out my form, my application, and join. And I would love to talk with you, okay, before we get into this new year. All right. So I got to hop, heading over to Elevate coaching call. Amy, Kim, see y'all there. All right. Bye. Have a good one.